So you created for this class a last name 115 folder where you're storing everything. This becomes project 2. And in your project 2 folder, I'm going to expect, first of all, like everything else, you to have your initials and ID on there. I named this one Juxta Luke because I have a bunch of different demos. This is the one that I'm just starting for this semester. So anything that tells me that it's project 2 or Juxta 2 is fine. So if we look here, you see all these different ones that I have. If I named my first project P1 or project 1, it is most advantageous to name this exactly the same. So I just clicked once, slowly clicked a second time, and changed the name there so that I can take a look at it and change it to project 1. All right, so I'm going to view it in list mode. Within your project 1 folder, as far as your directory goes for this assignment, I'm going to look for 3 folders and then 2 floating files that we'll do later on, not right today because we're going to start with just our illustrations. And these are the 3 folders that I would like you to set up and use. I shuffled everything today to show you what can happen when you don't use folders and how it can be more confusing. Hopefully that'll work. When I open it up, it'll look for stuff and I can kind of point that out. You need an illustrations folder. This is where your AI files will live. You will most likely have at least 2 AI files, maybe more. Some people render their face separate from the figure and then put it all together, so you might end up with 3 or 4. These illustrations are the independent illustrations. The reason we don't put it all in one file is we would have so many layers, we'd go nuts trying to work with them, right? So we're going to start today with rendering just our figures. In the originals, this would be anything that you are using as a reference before you turn it into a template. It might be a TIFF, it might be a JPEG. If you're scanning it in, either format is fine. We're going to make it into a template that we can work over. Okay? And then we've got a template file here. So let's go ahead and open this and talk about what makes this a template file.